So I want to talk about how the mainstream media pushes for war, and they do it as though it sounds like sports. I just saw this, was in the National Interest by David Axe, China versus America in the South China Sea, a missile standoff. Who would win? What are they talking about? This is like Cowboys versus the Rams. Offense versus defense. Who wins? Are you kidding me? And Yahoo reposted this. Look at this. This could get ugly. China versus America in the South China Sea is a missile standoff. Who would win? The Chinese military lobbed anti-ship ballistic missiles into the South China Sea in tests in early July 2019. Now, I'm not here defending the stuff that the Chinese government does. They do a lot of... But we push this. We send our Navy up through the South China Sea all the time is to let them know, watch out. I'm not making excuses for what the Chinese government has and is doing. I'm not saying, oh, they're this benevolent country. But once again, we push these, we want war. This is, we got to show China as a threat so that this justifies spending more missiles. We got to spend more money on our Navy now. I did a video last year about that new aircraft carrier that's cost $13 billion. Well, I guess we need it, and no one ever asked, how much is that going to cost? How are we going to pay for Medicare for all? Oh, it doesn't. Well, we got to fight the China's. They're lobbing rockets. It's like we do this with everybody. We do this with North Korea. We do this with Russia. We surround Iran with military bases and then wonder why they act the way they do. It's unbelievable. This is just good. I've said this before. The height of global defense spending was in the early 1980s when the Soviet Union, right? China hadn't gone, they're a communist country, but they hadn't really opened up their borders yet and gone full capitalism yet in the early 80s. So now that they make all these products for cheap and we buy them, China is going in and buying up, spending all this money on train and rebuilding cities in Rwanda and all this all over Africa, right? Because they want to be a global economic power. They are a global economic power, but we keep needing new military because military is good for business, right? This is what's in this article. The U.S. frequently sails warships through international waters near these fortified islands in order to assert the rights to navigate open waters. The freedom of navigation operations often draw harsh condemnation from Beijing. Now, that's what we do. We do naval war games with the Japanese Navy right off of their borders. What are you supposed to do? Now, sure, China says we're going to just claim these islands, they're ours, and they just build new military. But do we blame them? We're not walking around handing out doves and candy bars to everybody. We're doing this crap. We do this stuff first. And then when countries respond, we go, oh, China's trying to start some shit with us. No. It's like if I come on your front lawn and I start doing nunchucks and martial art weapons, me and a bunch of big, goony-looking, thugged out meatheads, you're going to go, oh, shit. And then you get a gun. Oh, this guy in his lawn is going nuts. We were just training. Here's the other thing, too, why this is so offensive to me, how they talk about war. This was an ad within the article, a clickable ad for a World War III video game. Simulate and play out possible World War III scenarios with all weaponry you can think of. Conflict nations. Do these psychopaths think we can win a war? Do you think this is a video game? That video I did about Putin, when he asked that question back in June, saying, has everyone really thought about what would happen with a nuclear war? Have everyone thought about that? If you haven't, watch that video I did on Putin and how the US media will never show him in this light. And I had to find him on the interview on RT. And then I could only find a replay of that on RT's YouTube page. I couldn't find that anywhere else. World War III simulation game. Oh, well, I want to be awesome. You guys want to play World War III? What? Here's what else. After the ad for a video game that would be the death of the human race, they say this: if China attacked an American warship from a missile base in Mongolia, the American ship's only chance of hitting the rocket would be during the final seconds of its flight. Ooh, we can't have that gap. We got to spend more money on more nuke boats. That's what that's saying. Awesome. Awesome. Nowhere in this article does it say what any of this would cost. Who wrote it? David X serves as defense editor of The National Interest. He is author of the graphic novels War Fix, War is Boring, and Machete Squad. Is he the designer of this game? Wouldn't surprise me. Boo. Don't forget, folks, support the show at rokfin.com/Graham Elwood. That is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. Because I'm getting videos demonetized all the time on YouTube. Rokfin doesn't do that. Blockchain means all the creators own part of it with cryptocurrency. So when you support me on Rokfin and you endorse my videos or subscribe, all my videos are on Rokfin. There's no ads on Rokfin. You can also go to patreon.com to support me and come out to a live show, Progressive Comedy Tour, coming to Las Vegas July 27th. And now we have this tour in the Plains states locked in. September 5th, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Madison, Wisconsin on September 6th. Minneapolis, September 7th. And just added Iowa City, September 8th. Go to grahamelwood.com for all of your tour dates. Boom. Shave the knuckles for justice.